Gavin Newsom is using Fire Fundraiser to raise money for himself. This is the ugliest thing I think I've ever seen in politics, and I've seen a lot of ugly things in politics. But this really truly chaps my khakis. I mean, this makes me so mad that I almost didn't want to do the story because I don't want to come across as unhinged, but this might take me over the edge. It was revealed over the weekend that some pretty bad stuff was being done, not just by Gavin Newsom, but also by Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren. Both of them were using fundraisers to fundraising posts on X and talking about raising funds for the fire relief. And they did so in a way that caught a lot of people's attention because they were funneling it through ActBlue. Now, this in and of itself is already bad enough, okay? Because that means that they're using this Democrat fundraising tool that is under investigation. A lot of people are very concerned about how it's used and this, that, or the other. And then you find out that there's 3.95% of the donations that are going directly to ActBlue. These are the fees, right? And this will, of course, benefit Democrats. And there are ways that you can always donate directly to the United Way in Los Angeles, support LAFD. There's people, thankfully, we're adding context to these posts, such as Elizabeth Warren calling for saying 100% of your donations will go directly to these organizations, except they don't. That's not true. It's 100% of the donations minus fees. Okay, great, fine, awesome. That's good. Now, Newsom, you'll notice that in Newsom's post, let's find it. Newsom calls for he's sending people to this site called California Fire Facts, right? Now, California Fire Facts, if you go there, you'll notice something a little bit odd, that even though you go to CaliforniaFireFacts.com, it redirects you to GavinNewsom.com/California Fire Facts. Okay, fine. That's not maybe it's a little questionable there, but so be it, and it's just a bunch of facts and fact and lie and fact and whatever, and it calls out Dinesh D'Souza and Libs of TikTok and all this other stuff. And then you get down to the bottom, and of course there's a place to donate, and you'll be able to donate to the California Fire Foundation. But are you really donating to the California Fire Foundation? Let's see. Let's click on. I'm not going to donate, so let's click on the Donate to Cal Fire Foundation. What you're actually donating to, of course, here is the Campaign for Democracy. What is the Campaign for Democracy, you might ask? The full name is Gavin Newsom's Campaign for Democracy. It's a PAC that raises money for him. Now, to be clear, this isn't how they'll make their money. Okay, I would seriously doubt that they would take any money from this. Maybe some administrative fees for utilizing their platform, just as ActBlue takes 3.95%. Maybe California Fire Foundation takes 1 or 2% for administration, right? Because again, you're not donating to this supposed California Fire Foundation. You're donating to Campaign for Democracy. All right, so that's bad. It's bad. You should be able to donate directly. Why do you need a layer on top of a layer that goes through a Democrat platform that then might, some of it, most of it, we'll say even all of it, other than the fees, of course, all of it goes to these other charities. Why not just donate to the charities directly? Well, you'll find out why here in a second, and it goes down to the very, very bottom. And by providing your phone number and as well as your email, of course, that's a given. You consent to receive periodic. You don't have to ask for permission if you're putting in your email. To be clear, they have to ask, or they have to alert you if they're going to be doing it through SMS. By providing your cell phone number, you consent to receive periodic campaign updates through automated text messages from Gavin Newsom's Campaign for Democracy. Wait, but I thought I was donating to this fire fund. No, you're not. Again, most of the money is going to go to the fire fund, but you're going to get text messages from Gavin Newsom's Campaign for Democracy. Now, anybody who's been involved at all in political fundraising knows that emails and SMS texts, that's gold. That is money in the bank. So the reason that it's not just the 3.95%, that's fine. Okay, it is what it is. The real gold for them, for Gavin Newsom, for Elizabeth Warren, for anybody else who's doing it like this. The real goal is getting your data. If they can get 1,000, 5,000, 15,000, 30,000, 100,000, a million people, if they can get all these people to donate to fire, to the fire relief funds that will get distributed to wherever, the residents in need, firefighters, fire prevention, whatever. That initial batch of money that you donate, most of it's going to go there. Where they get you is when they get you with another SMS text or email or 5 emails or 50 emails or 10 SMS texts over the next however long, indefinitely, until you tell them to stop bugging you, basically. But if you do donate to the fire, you're going to receive messages that'll say something to the effect of, help Gavin, you generously contributed $50 in January to the fire fund. Help Gavin Newsom continue to, these people are still in need. Help Gavin Newsom continue to fight for these firefighters' funds, for everything else. They won't say donate to the firefighter funds or the LA whatever or anything like that. They'll say help Gavin Newsom, help Elizabeth Warren continue the fight on behalf of these funds, these firefighters, the residents, whoever. And when you do then click on that button, it will take you to a donation page that will go, again, directly to Gavin Newsom's Campaign for Democracy. And how much of that will go to victims of his incompetence, victims of the poorly managed city of Los Angeles, the poorly managed state of California, how much of that money will go to the victims in the subsequent dollars that are sent allegedly to them? Zero. None of it. Because again, your initial contribution might go, most of it will go to these charities, but everything beyond that, when they start hitting you up on SMS, telling you, hey, you donated before, it's time to donate again, the 99% of people will be under the assumption that they're donating more to the firefighters, the victims, whoever. 99% at least will realize, or will never realize, that they're donating directly to Gavin Newsom's and Elizabeth Warren's and anybody else's campaign funds, their PACs. This is evil, folks. I mean, who thinks like this? Who thinks, here's a tragedy, how can we benefit from it? Our policies destroyed the lives of hundreds of thousands of people, and we got to figure out how to cash in on that. Who thinks like this? I am so mad at Gavin Newsom, Elizabeth Warren, and anybody else who does this. And I don't care if they're Democrat. If they were Republicans doing this, they would still be scum in my books. You don't benefit from disasters, especially disasters that you helped to cause. Gavin Newsom has no shame. He hasn't... Gavin Newsom's time as a public servant should be over as quickly as possible. I don't care if he's recalled. I don't care if he's exiled from the political field. He should be thoroughly investigated. And if they find anything, he should be charged and arrested and convicted and jailed. I mean, there's the things that they accuse Trump of doing, or any Republicans. Some of them I know do bad things. I don't want to be like, oh, Republicans, they don't do anything wrong. But I've never seen anything, Republican or Democrat, I've never seen anything as evil as what Gavin Newsom is doing today. Let's spread the truth together. You can connect with me on X at JD Rucker, or you could subscribe to my Rumble channel, jdrucker.com/rumble, jdrucker.com/rumble.